The temperature selectors control pack output air temperature by setting the air mix valve positions. The panel components on the left side of the panel are related to the cockpit. These panel components are labeled CONT cabin for control. The panel components on the right side of the panel are related to the passenger cabin. The cockpit temperature selector controls the temperature for the cockpit by setting the left pack air mix valves. The passenger cabin temperature selector controls the temperature for the passenger cabin by setting the right pack air mix valves. With the temperature selector set in auto range, a temperature controller determines the associated pack output air temperature. The temperature controller uses input from cabin overhead bin temperature sensors for feedback on passenger cabin temperature. The temperature controller uses input from cockpit temperature sensors for feedback on cockpit cabin temperature. Now touch the passenger cabin temperature selector to position it to manual off. With the passenger cabin temperature selector set to manual, the selector is spring-loaded to the off position. To set the passenger cabin to a warmer temperature manually, hold the spring-loaded temperature selector to warm for approximately 2 seconds. Now touch the passenger cabin selector to manually set the passenger cabin to warmer temperature. The air mix valve indicator permits monitoring of the air mix valve positions. When released, the temperature selector returns to its spring-loaded off position and the mix valves stop moving. Since conditioned air from both packs is mixed, large and rapid temperature adjustments to one pack can result in packs working in opposition to each other. The temperature indicator displays the temperature from the passenger cabin or the supply duct sensors. The air temperature source selector position determines which sensor temperature is displayed on the temperature indicator. It is currently set for passenger cabin temperature. Now touch the air temperature source selector to position it to supply duct. When the air temperature source selector is set to supply duct, the indicator displays the temperature in the duct which supplies conditioned air to the left side of the passenger cabin. This is the normal position for the switch.